accounting rate of return or ARR. So the uniqueness of this method is this is the only method which uses profit. All other methods in investment appraisal uses cash flow. So what you do is the selection criteria here is the higher the return, the better the ARR. You have to select that project. So here we have two methods for solving this ARR. So one is called as the ARR on original investment, and the formula works like this. ARR equals to average annual profits before interest and tax. So it's average annual PBIT divided by initial capital cost into 100. So the answer is always in ARR is always in percentage. So we'll start with the problem. The company is considering the purchase of a machinery costing 1,20,000. The machinery will generate an average annual profit of 20,000 for the entire 5 years. Starting in year 1, the machinery purchased will have a scrap value of 10,000 in 5 years time. Depreciation is on straight line basis. Our job is to determine the ARR. So first we'll do it with the initial capital cost method, okay, or the ARR on original investment. So how do we do it? So ARR on original investment, we'll put it as OI. So average annual profits before interest and tax, they have given us it directly, okay. So 20,000 is the average annual PBIT for the entire 5 years. So they have divided for the 5 years, okay. So you don't put divided by 5 and get the average, because they are, this 20,000 itself is an average, okay. The question has given you depreciation, but what we'll do is we can make an assumption. The assumption is the profit is after the depreciation. So this 20,000 has considered the depreciation and we have got the profit, okay. So 20,000 is our average annual profit for 5 years. The denominator would be the total investment in the project, so that comes to 1,20,000. So into 100 we'll get the answer. So the answer would come to 16.67%, okay. So this assumption is based on that the profit has been already deducted the depreciation part, okay. If that is the case, this would be the answer. So we'll look at the next question. ARR on average investment. So what is an average investment? The numerator remains the same, but the denominator changes. So the denominator works like this. Average capital investment, okay, into 100. What is average capital investment? Average capital investment equals to the initial investment plus the scrap value divided by 2. So we'll again make the same assumption. The assumption is that the profit given has considered depreciation. So that is an assumption we'll make, okay. So we'll start. So ARR on average investment. So the numerator is not going to change. It's the same 20,000. But if you take the denominator will change. How? The initial investment was 1,20,000 and the scrap value is 10,000. So first take an average of for this, then only you can further proceed. So into 100 will give you the answer. So to proceed we have to solve the denominator. So the denominator will come to 65,000. Our answer comes to 30%, okay. So that's about the ARR on average investment method. So the denominator is the one which changes, so just note that. Go to the next method. So here again our job is to find out the ARR, okay, on initial capital cost and average capital investment. But the only change in this question is they have given you the cash flow, but we don't require cash flow in ARR. We need the profit, okay. So we'll read the question and we'll understand. The machinery requires an initial investment of 8 lakh and then earns cash inflows as follows. So cash inflows have been given. At the end of 7-year project, the assets initially purchased are sold for a amount of 1 lakh. we have to find out what's the project's ARR. Okay, so we'll take any one method. I think we'll take initial cost method and we'll do it. So we'll start. So first, cash flow has been given. So what happens here? See, normally profit plus depreciation will give you the cash flow, but in our case cash flow has been given and we need profit. So in that case, what we'll do, from cash flow we'll deduct the depreciation, because we are going in reverse. We'll deduct the depreciation and then we'll get the profit. First we'll find out the depreciation. Okay, then we'll move on. Depreciation per annum. So we'll cut the zeros and we'll get the answer in 1000. So the asset value is 800 and 8 lakhs, and the asset has been sold for scrap for 100. So our total depreciation is 700. Here we have to get a number called as annual average profit. So the number that has been given is cash inflow. With cash inflows we will deduct the depreciation, because with profit if you add depreciation you will get cash flow, but when you have cash flow and you want profit you have to deduct depreciation. So deduct depreciation, you will get the profit divided by, we have to get the average. So annual average means we have to put the year in the denominator. So we'll try it out. So the total cash flows comes here, it comes to 1750 minus the depreciation is 700 divided by 7. So the answer comes to 150. So that is the annual average profit. So we'll do ARR. ARR on original investment method we'll do. So that comes to 150 divided by 800 into 100 will give you the answer. So the answer comes to 18.75%. So if you want to do the ARR on the average investment, we'll do it here. So the 150 remains the same, but the denominator alone changes. So the denominator changes as investment plus the scrap. The scrap is 100. So both numbers divided by 2. So our answer comes to 150 divided by 450. It's always 100. So the answer comes to 33%. Okay. So we've done both methods and we got the answer. So that's how you have to work. So always ARR uses the profit, not the cash flow. If they give cash flow, find out the profit.